Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking Healthy with Chef Gilou. Today we're gonna talk about duck and all the different type of product you can find with duck. Just gonna wait a few minutes. Now today I do not have my beautiful assistant, and so I will try to answer a question as they come in. But if I don't get to you, don't worry, I will, you can leave comment, and when I go back, I will go through the comment. So I'm just gonna wait another minute. Good to see you. Hi Helen. Hi Lily. All right. So, got a few people in, so we're gonna get started today with duck. So I want to talk about quite a few different products. First you can get with duck, and then I will do a recipe. And like I said, if you have any question, put them in a comment. I will get back to it after I've done the video, as I do not have an assistant today. Alright? So, today I got a nice fresh duck breast, which I'm going to cook today. So, but I'm going to talk also about duck fat, which is one of my favorite things to cook with. But I want to show you that. So this here I also have. So that's a duck breast that has been smoked. So that's something you can find those days. It's nice to just cut like thin slice like this, and like you can put it over like a mixed green salad. You don't have to reheat it. You can just eat it like that. But yeah, like imagine just eat a salad with a nice mustard vinaigrette, like I've done in previous video, and you can put some slice of smoked duck. And it goes well with some walnuts and maybe some red onion, and you get a nice little salad. The other product I want to share with you, it's foie gras, which is duck liver. So my dad sent me a package only at Christmas, and so you can get that in can. But the duck liver, you can also get it fresh. Now, depending where you are in the world, in some places it's hard to find, but if you can get the fresh duck liver, you can just pan fry it to like kind of a medium, and it's the same, it's nice on top of a salad, it's very creamy. And like this one, for example, the ingredient is basically duck liver, salt, pepper, and there's a little bit of Armagnac in it, but no preservative, nothing. Great product. The duck fat, and so the other is the legs for the duck, which is my favorite way they're done. So those have been confit. So when your duck legs are confit, so basically this is already cooked, and so all you have to do is to reheat it in the oven until it's hot enough and the skin get back crispy a little bit. And this becoming more and more popular. I start to see it more place. Also for my local farmers market, one of the butchers there that I buy stuff from, she makes duck sausages, and it's the same. There's like duck, salt, pepper. That's the only ingredient in our sausages, and it's very pleasing things to eat too. Now traditionally, like since I've done wild fit, I used to eat like potato 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week. Now it's something I eat rarely, but if I was going to eat potato, it would definitely be with a duck leg confit. So confit means it's basically been cooked in its own fat very slowly. Not at high temperature, low temperature, but slowly, and it's preserved it's preserving its own fat too. But then if you take the duck fat and you take some potato and slice them and saute them like that in the duck fat, like if if you're gonna have potato rarely, like I do now, do it in duck fat. That will be the best potato you ever have, I promise you. But anyway, so that was for all the, just wanted to show, because wild feed is all about variety, and I wanted to show you guys actually, you know, the variety just with duck, which is pretty amazing. So I'm gonna put a pan. So you want a pan that can go in the oven, because what you do with the duck breast, you start it in a pan and you want to finish it in the oven. So I'm gonna put my pan there. So hope you can see my duck breast there. So what you want to do is the skin. We're gonna cut the skin. We're gonna make some like this. So what I'm gonna do is it's gonna help to release the fat from the skin when it's cooking. So I hope you can see the way I mark. See, so you want to cut it, and you don't want your pan to be too hot. You want to start slowly, right? Here's a little scissors there, and you don't need to put anything in your pan because the duck fat is going to get released. There, and we're not putting any seasoning yet on it. We will do that just before we put it in the oven. So now for your vegetables, like very simple recipe, fast. You will need 1 garlic clove minced, about the same amount of ginger, and some, I buy this one, the organic coconut sauce from Organica. Just gonna put a few things back in the fridge. Let them sit there. Alright. So nice and slow, not too hot your pan. Hope you can see. Yeah. So while this is slowly cooking, we're gonna serve that. So it's kind of like Asian style. We're gonna do it. Your bok choy, if you take it and remove the bottom like this, there, and then it will just fall apart like that. Diana, Joga, hello. Coconut what? So this is a coconut sauce. It's to replace soy sauce. Okay. Alright, and my bok choy, I like to chop it very fine. Just like that. So I was wondering if, yes, coconut amino sauce. I was wondering if any of you never had duck, or everybody's watching a duck before. And I'd be curious if you could put in a comment, what do you think might have been one of the strangest meat you ever eaten? So for me, when I was in Australia, I get to try kangaroo and crocodiles. I think that's the most exotic things I ever tried. So there, so just cut your bok choy like this. And what I'm looking for, so is for the skin to get a nice brown color. Need that. Then, so something to know with duck is if you overcook it, it gets very dry. So you kind of want to achieve like a nice pink color, not undercook, but just nice pink color, and it'll be nice and moist. Let's see. So it's starting to color, but I want more color on it. And then you can see the fat that's coming out of it. So when you're done, like, do not just keep that fat. Just put it in a little thing, and then you can use it to cook veg and whatever else you want to cook. My fave, but I never cook it myself. Okay, alligator, yes. So we're going to do it with some Chinese spice and a bit of honey. So same, this honey, I get it from a friend's dad. Actually been to the Chives, I know exactly where it's produced. Love little honey. So this is, for people who are doing wet fit, this is definitely fall lunch or dinner. So you got the honey, of course. And what you could do too is add a bit of fresh squished orange to it if you want to make it a bit more festive, maybe for Christmas. So yeah, so now I got the nice color on it. We're just going to flip it for 2 minutes on the other side. So while he's doing this, I'm going to add a bit of pepper on top of it, a bit of salt, sorry, right. And then my Chinese spice. Oops, that came off. A good tablespoon, and you want to sprinkle it all over the skin. So like the duck skin, just like chicken skin, you can eat it. Yeah, so you can smell it. You can smell the spice already. I love that Chinese spice. And a tablespoon of honey. It's same. I'm just going to put over the skin, just like that. Alright, just another minute. And it's going to go in the oven for about 7-8 minutes. But before you put it in the oven, you want to remove the excess fat. So, grab a little container. that. Right. That fat, you can save it and use it to cook. Yeah, no, it's a very nice fragrance to it. So this now is going to go in the oven for 7 minutes. Right, so well, now you got your duck in the oven, you got 7 minutes to do your veg. I'm going to get a pan, and then I'm going to use some of the duck fat. And I'm going to put my garlic. You don't have to wait for the pan to be hot. You can just, and then my ginger. So it's about like I like my ginger to like nice chunk. I like the taste of it. So it's about like a nice piece of garlic, like a nice garlic clove, and you put the same of ginger. Just gonna let it slowly. So you're gonna warm up. I've got my bok choy already cut up there. Hello Brigitte, la joie. Welcome to Cooking Healthy, Chef Gilou. Yeah, so some green onion. So for the garnish, I'm keeping the green ends. And I chop them like small. And that will be just for garnish. And then to the white part there, just a bit more chunkier. Okay, have enough. So green onion, you can see a bit chunkier, so it's going in a pan too. Smell the ginger. Good flavors for this time of year when it starts to. Here I'm in Canada, so the fall is there. It's getting cold. So like things like Chives, spice, honey, ginger, kind of like warm you up a bit, I find. All right. So my garlic and ginger. You can see it's nice, like you call it the sweating, right? Sign of the contraband is bankrupt. Yeah, it says cooking with Chef Gilou. I guess it's backward. All right, so now that my onion, ginger, and garlic is nice and sweating, I'm just gonna add my bok choy. Then a little pepper. Little salt, but not too much salt because we're gonna add this to it. Then I don't know where you are in the world, but generally at this time of year my garden is finished. But I still have collard green growing, I still have arugula growing. I even have some coriander that start to come back out. So I'll pick some. This is just extra, just to put as a garnish on top of the plate. And I even have like garlic chives. So that's garlic chives, you can find that generally at Chinese market. It's a chive that is flat and tastes like garlic. So the vegetables are cooking nicely. While this is cooking, I'm just going to tidy up a bit. guess I'll have to replace the letters backward so it will make sense for everybody. Stay up. And then, so when your veg start to cook a little bit, what I like to do is to do like a little steam effect, so maybe a quarter cup of water, just pour it. And that will give it a little steam. I'm going to wait for the water to evaporate now. By the time the water is evaporate, your vegetable will be cooked. We got. I'm going to check the duck in 1 minute. And now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the coconut amino. All right. Just gonna leave those veg alone now. They're going to finish cooking nicely all by themselves. And so when you take the duck out of the oven, you want to let it rest for about 5 minutes. Yes. Yes, so because if you cut it right away, all the juice is going to come out of it. So, timer come on. So, put a nice color on it. You're going to take it out of the pan, and all that, this, I'm going to remove the excess fat. Same, I'm going to put some water in my pan now. Alright, and we're just gonna scrap. So basically it's like the juice from the duck, and you're gonna have the taste of the spice, and that's your sauce. I'm just gonna put it, it's a bit liquid, so I'm gonna put it back on the stove to reduce the jus. Alright, and what you want to do is get some foil. Wrap your duck. Yeah, it's there. The veg are done. Any questions so far? Put my timer, just gonna leave that alone. And then we're gonna get ready to dress our plate. This. Good up in there. So I got a couple Where did you buy the duck breast? So most of my meat I got it from a farmer's market, but I don't know where you are. Like you can find it also in like supermarket. Like for a long time, you couldn't see any duck product, but now. So I'm in Canada. I don't know if you're familiar with Zehrs, but now Zehrs do have fresh duck breast. Did I answer your question? Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna remove the excess water from my veg. To that. I'm making a mess. So yeah, so now you see I reduce my sauce there. So I'm going to test it to see if you need any to it. No. It's perfect. It's got that Chinese 5-spice taste to it with the honey, and it goes so well with the duck. So, yep. All right. So the duck is resting. Just 1 more minute. You don't want to rush it. Like I say, the duck and also the duck sausages I got that from the butcher at my local farmers market. So, you put the vegetable on a plate. Like that. To our presentation, I'm going to show you my presentation, but that's up to you. That way you get to be creative. Right, so my duck breast has been resting. Add this to the sauce. And I like to slice it because it's not easy to cut with a fork and knife, so you need a very good knife, and you want to make into nice slice. So you see that a pink color, that's the way you want it. Oh, I got a bit there. So I'm going to slice it. Alright. Then I'm going to put it over my vegetables, just like that. Inside. And then I'm going to get my sauce and slowly pour it over it. the sauce take all over the plate. So I'm going to move it around like this. Okay. Remember, add the green onion for the garnish. You can put some around. Like I say, and this is just, you know, you can put a bit of that garlic chive I was telling you about. And like I say, I happen to have some coriander that start to grow back in my garden to give you that nice. And there you have it. Duck breast with Chinese 5 spice and honey on a bed of bok choy with garlic and ginger. Alright, so that's going to be my lunch now. So I hope you enjoy the show. What time is it? At 12:30. So, but I'm okay. If you have any question, I got a few minutes. I can answer any question. Delicious looking. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice. Just question about the fat. I cook most time with goose fat, sometimes duck fat. There's difference in use taste. No, I think the I don't think like there's not much difference really. Like I think they're as good as each other. Like it's very similar. Yeah, you're welcome, Wendy. Yeah, goose fat is it's good too. Like it's not as that easy to find though. I think the duck fat become more popular. Like even in restaurant now. There's a restaurant not far from me where they know they do French fries in duck fat. Okay, so is there any more question? If not, we'll say goodbye to everybody. Thanks again for watching. I have over 1,600 followers now. Feel free to share with your friends and family if you want to share my page. Anyone is welcome. Is it possible to adapt this dish to whitefish spring? Yeah, I guess, Jonas, you just will not put the honey, I guess. But the honey put that dish together though. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, well, thanks again for watching. And you can also find me on Instagram and on YouTube. All right, take care everybody, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. And I think I'm gonna do some rabbit in 2 weeks. All right, more variety. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks again for watching.